Zando comes into contact with a sentient old god artifact, a blade known as Xal'atath. He kind of falls under the corruption of this blade, and Zando goes against the prohibitions of his people and takes this blade over with a bunch of his followers. And with this, he begins to perform blood sacrifices, basically chopping off the limbs of his own people using this blade. And he drives the blade into this object, and it shows that it is in fact a Kith'ix by the name of Kith'ix, which is kind of these leftover generals from the Black Empire, these super powerful faceless. And this creature seems to kill all of them. Trolls that later go on to find this site, and they just find bones. And the bones literally don't have any meat on them.
Oh my.
Kith'ix begins to mentally connect with the Akir that are also slumbering deep within the earth. He's like, get up. It's time for round 2. So Kith'ix summons all of these Akira from the ground, and they begin to create vast underground cities. Years after this, they just come pouring out of these tunnels, and they go to wage war on this troll empire. The trolls are good hunters, but they had never faced like a cohesive enemy the way that the Akir are. They are just basically facing extinction. So they beckon all these tribes that are spread all across Azeroth at this point to come together in Zandalar. And this is what founds their new empire that they call the Empire of Zul, to crush the Akir. And the priests of all these different tribes that worship all these different Loa begin rallying the spirits as the Akir are pushing on to Zandalar itself, using this new shamanistic magical power that they've been granted by the Loa to defeat them. They do manage to push back the Akir, and they even manage to injure Kith'ix. And he goes running off to the northeast. The trolls are like, we need to make sure that we hunt down every single Akir, because if we don't, they're just going to go tunnel in somewhere, and then they're going to come back again at a later time. One that is kind of the biggest factor in this is the Amani. They actually end up tracking down Kith'ix himself, and they chase him all the way to basically the edge of what is still ancient Kalimdor. It's a suicide charge. That's how they describe it in the Chronicle. But they corner him, and they just, with as many numbers as they can, overwhelm this Kith'raxi. And as they do, they slay Kith'ix. And atop its now dead monster corpse body, they're like, we'll build a city right on top of his corpse. And this is actually what is the temple city of Zul'Aman.